Hey folks, it's Mr. MegaManFan. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know all the things to do. I've been a fan of these miniature arcade games for a while now. They are obviously very cheaply made, but this particular line was better than most, and I would actually say this was a bargain at only $9 because originally they went for $20. So when I saw this in a clearance aisle, I couldn't help but pick it up, especially since Joust was and still is a favorite of mine. But as a kid, this game was as addictive as it was hard. I feel like I've gotten a little better at it as I've aged, but with these miniature controls, I may not be so good. But there's only one way to find out if this version of it holds up to the arcade original, or if they just simply slid a ROM from a port of it onto this thing, which has been known to happen with some of these systems in the past. So I'm going to finally break the seal on it. I don't know how many years I've had this sitting around, but today is the day we're actually going to take a look at it together. If I can get the box open, that is. Sometimes these things just don't want to come apart. And the top flap is creased a little, but that's better than never taking it out of the box at all, in my opinion. Sometimes you make sacrifices like that. Anyway, this says it comes with batteries, but I brought a package of batteries to the back of the basement just in case they were needed. Boy, this one is really fighting me every step of the way. It just doesn't want to come out of here. Come on. Why so finicky? Ugh. Goodness. It was in there tight. And it's on here tight too. Look at all this tape and all these plastic ties. I guess they were really worried about product theft. Somebody trying to take it out of the box in the store and stick it under their shirt. Not that that bulge wouldn't stick out if somebody did, but man, they really went the extra length with all this level of tape and security, which necessitates some ripping, whether I like it or not, because we're not going to be able to get this thing out unless I peel this tape off. Well, that could have gone worse. So let's see. Rotate it this way. Rotate it this way. Rotate it this way. And rotate it this way, I think. Okay. That should finally have loosened things up. And we have a pull tab here. So hopefully that will make the batteries make contact once it's removed. And if the batteries are bad, we'll have to replace them. Shouldn't be much else to do other than turn this on. And there we go. Midway Classic Arcade Joust. Press start to play. Let me turn off the camera light real quick here. Should be a little easier to see the screen now without that glare. I don't know how loud this will be. We'll find out. Or apparently not at all. I guess sound is either on or off. There's no volume. So that's our start/pause. This one will be our flat button. Yeah, this feels like it's the NES version, especially with that pause sound. Yeah, we're not getting the arcade port here. This is not going to be the best version of Joust you can possibly play. I mean, acceptable, yes, but you would definitely be better off playing like the PlayStation, Williams Arcade Classics, Midway Arcade Classics. That would be the superior version. And it's pretty hard to control directionally with this left-right stick. I'm doing my best, but a D-pad and a PlayStation button, controller button, feel a lot better than this. This is not at all what I would call an ideal way to play Joust. In fact, it's kind of the furthest thing from it. It's the NES port. The controls are really stiff. The flapping button is not very responsive. This is just not that great. But I'm slowly getting adjusted to it. And I say slowly because that's also how your mount moves in this version, very slowly. But then so do the on-screen enemies, so maybe that's a fair balance. I don't even remember if the pterodactyl was included in this version of Joust. I suppose we would find that out soon enough. At least they're given the bonus points for when you pick up the eggs, so that's not bad. Will this be a survival wave? If it's arcade accurate, it should be a survival wave, I think. Nope, it's not. But it did burn the bridges on either side, so that seems right to me. Oh, and there's the hand that reaches out of the lava, so that's another thing that I can say they got right. Maybe survival wave was wave 4. Oh man, these controls are so stiff and this action is so slow. As much as I love Joust, I'm not enjoying it that much. And there's the dreaded pterodactyl that I was talking about. I mean, look how many times I have to mash the button just to get my mount up into the air. That's kind of ridiculous. Joust should be a lot more responsive than that. And changing directions in the air shouldn't be that hard either. I'm going to try to get to wave 5 to see if that's the survival wave I was thinking of. But no promises. Good grief, I have to mash the button a million times just to get any kind of upward momentum. The Atari 7800 version of this is better. I'm not kidding. Game over. Well, I'm not exactly sad about that. This is cute to put on a shelf, and maybe somebody would pick it up and play around with it if they come over to visit. But I do not recommend this as a way to play Joust. I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thanks for watching.